सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। I've been in the American continent for about 15 years. So often, parents especially, they ask, what do you find as the major difference between back in India and here? Which is ideal? So this is my thought on it. I find that what we find today in India and what we find here, both are not ideal conditions. Because back in India, the focus is on the field of responsibilities. You're constantly assured, you're constantly advised to fulfill your responsibilities, but in fulfilling those responsibilities, sometimes, most of the times, that rights which you are entitled to after having fulfilled your responsibilities, those rights are taken for granted and never catered to. Whereas here, whether somebody fulfills the responsibility or not, they talk of rights. Both systems are not balanced. Say when you take the driver's license test, there is the stop sign, wherein all four sides, you, whichever direction that you are driving in, you stop at that stop sign, allow the other vehicles that have come before you to go, and then you have your right of way. When do you have your right of way? When you have fulfilled the responsibility of stopping there and graciously allowing others to have their right of way, then what you get is your right. Without fulfilling the responsibility, there are no rights, and fulfilling the responsibility, rights not given, is also not correct. So what should be the best way to nurture the next generation? The best way to nurture the generation would be that we teach them what is their responsibility, and fulfilling those responsibilities yields the ability to cherish the rights. The right to freedom. As Vivekananda ji points out, my freedom ends when other person's nose starts. I cannot meddle with that. I can have right of freedom only when I responsibly hold my position righteously and fulfill it. That is when I get my right of freedom. Freedom of speech does not mean that I have the right to hurt. I have the right to voice my opinion, but it should be done with such a mindset that it is productive, it is constructive, and it is positive. It can be a constructive criticism, but ushered towards positive output. So when I fulfill my responsibilities, what I get is my rights. Then I can cherish, then I can bask in the light of my rights. For those who have not fulfilled their right, fulfilled their responsibilities, to demand their rights is an abomination. For those who fulfill their rights, fulfill their responsibilities, and their rights are not given, they have to fight for it, and justifiedly so, to stand up for what is their right. So responsibilities and rights go hand in hand. That one has to take very sincere effort in fulfilling the responsibilities, and the rights unfold themselves. And that cannot be snatched. If snatched, you can demand that right back. You will have the authority to demand it back. So let's find this balance between our rights and our responsibilities. A responsible one fulfills their responsibility, and the rights are then to be cherished. Hope we understand that as we mold ourselves and our next generations moving ahead. Hari Om.